How important is it to detach from the outcome of what you think you should be? Well, you should stop thinking about what you should be, and you should start being what you should be. Every decision you make. I put a powerful ass quote on my story the other day. I'm gonna read it out loud, chat. It's crazy. Like, I feel like I've been having like another spiritual awakening, bro. Like on some real shit. So the quote was, "I am that I am," and it says it's a common English translation from the Hebrew phrase. I can't read that in Hebrew. It says also, "I am who I am. I will become what I choose to become. I am what I am. I will be what I will be. I create whatever I create, or I am the existing one." Bro, I thought that was like, listen, man, when you understand what's being hit with you right there, bro. Like the fact that people feel stuck in an identity, the fact that people feel stuck in their past, people feel stuck based on their experiences. They feel as though their identity is constricted. Like, oh, they always just hold themselves down by saying, I am who I always was. But the quote puts power into your choice. Like, I will become what I choose to be. So it's like the idea that you build yourself in whatever direction you want to go in. But the blame is on you. The blame is on you. So if you choose to be lame or a loser, you're going to choose to be that. If you choose to become a demon, you're going to choose to be a monster then. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's what makes that so powerful to me. It's just like understanding the every choice you make, you're really setting the bar or setting your direction wherever you want it. And it's not letting anything slide. So what time you wake up, how do you be productive when you wake up late? Well, why is your productivity related to what time you wake up? First of all, recently, I've been going to sleep like 5 a.m., get up like 10. And that's because I'll be having Patreon calls like 11, so I'll be having to walk the dog, then start the Patreon calls, and then I'll just be up. Worst case scenario, I might take a nap around like 6 to 7 or something like that, but I've been running off for 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I'm in cooler. So just because I go to sleep late do not mean I wake up late. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's because of alarms or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, when you go, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I want to give y'all a hint to this. If you have not experienced this yet, I'm telling you, I'm trying to give you a sneak peek to shift your mind to it. It's nothing like when you go to sleep, like, hungry, like not physically hungry, like, oh, my stomach's empty. But when you go to sleep thinking about everything you're going to do that next day, already coming from the momentum that your last day, your literal last choice was everything you had. Everything you had, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You can almost barely even go to sleep, number one. Then on top of that, when you do finally go to sleep, you wake up the next morning and just bounce out like, yo, it feel like you got a shot of like energy, bro. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it feel like you're on drugs, bro. Like, I can't even explain it, bro. Meanwhile, I could remember I would sleep twice as much, getting 7 hours, 8 hours, maybe even 9 or 10 or something. Not 9 or 10 is crazy. But let's say 7 or 8, right? And be tired when I wake up. Bro, just imagine 3 a.m. motivation over an extended period of time. Now, how do you get that? You have to, bro, you got to fall in love with whatever you got planned, bro. I'm so in love with what I got planned for myself. Everything I do just feels like a pull to do it. I had a recent epiphany. I was thinking about chat. So I'm telling y'all, you got to follow my thoughts here. Follow my thoughts. Now listen to this. You shouldn't think about goals, right? Or you shouldn't look at goals as like a mountain to climb. Like I'm climbing a mountain. I'm on the ground. I got to stay consistent. I don't look at it as like goals. I look at it as in I'm diving into whatever I'm working on. So I treat it like an ocean instead of a mountain. And think about it. When you dive into an ocean, gravity will pull you to the bottom. So instead of a mountain, you're climbing, you're fighting gravity, you're working, and it's hard and it's tough. No, that's not how I view myself now. Like I view it as I'm diving into and I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper into what I'm grinding on and what I'm focused on every day. I kind of view it like that, like it's a pull, not like a force and work your way up kind of idea. And I think that when you conceptualize it differently, a lot of people view like working hard as like a pushing effort. Like it shouldn't be like that, bro. It should be like, you know what? I'm going smack at whatever I want to go at, and it should be direct. It should be clear. It should be focused. It should be. And I know one of the main differences is the execution. That's one of the main differences. It's the execution. It's the difference between, okay, I woke up and I scrolled on my phone for 30 minutes, and I woke up and I got straight and did like, let's make up some shit like 15 push-ups, or or like I went straight to what my to-do list was for the day, and I remind myself constantly like what's next, what am I doing next, what am I planning today. For example, I literally plan to go to stream today. I say, you know what, I've been doing all this music shit lately. That YouTube video I recorded, that I just dropped yesterday, was recorded at like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I was like, you know what, let me give something to the YouTube community. Then I was like, you know what, I ain't been live in a while. Like, I want to get the most out of this day. So I scheduled my day. I'm like, yo, I'm going live today. And right just before I got finished live, I was just finished singing and playing the piano. And all the shit I was doing throughout the day before that, bro. Like, and then when I done this, I got other shit that I want to do on my to-do list. It's mainly going to be guitar. And I might go back to the Patreon DMs or write a script for a video or read or something like, bro. I'm telling you, it's just about being tight, chat. That's a pause. That shit sound crazy. But you got to be tight, bro. Like, everything got to be tight, bro. I'm telling you, I don't even like bullshit on the like phone, bro. Like, I can't even like, oh, who calling me? Like, oh yeah, what's up, man? What y'all doing tonight, man? Like, cause that's just gonna loosen up my routine, bro. I'm just in one of those modes right now, bro. It's like all my energy is diving off the cliff, bro. I can't even explain it. Y'all probably can see it in my like delivery, bro. Like, I'm really doing just on some like, like I'm just, bro. I can't even explain it. It's all about being busy. It is, bro. It is. And one thing that I know now, because I was in that mode before, that whole YouTube run where I went from 0 to 100K plus and all that, and then that's when I went back to school, and it changed my momentum because it gave me a routine. It gave me a routine going to class, and then I got my own spot. Then it was like it gave me a routine, and the routine was kind of comfortable. Now, the difference is that that's not what produced crazy results for my life. Nothing about my life was comfortable or was supposed to have a smooth routine. It feels like a race instead of like a coast. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I feel like a race. Like, it's just like my next, everything is sharp, everything is quick, everything is like, I'm keen to opportunities to get what I want, to do what I want, to stand for what I want. Even if it's on some communication shit, even if it ain't just like musically or creating a video, it has to be everything. And like I said, when I'm comparing it to that comfort thing, it's like, you want to get used to shaking all comfort. Like, it should disgust you. It should be like, it should just feel like if you feel like, I'm gonna give you an example. You could literally be at the gym, right, doing 4 sets, 8 reps or something like that, and then you get to your 3rd rep, so your sets start getting a little shaky. They start getting a little light. Them arms start feeling like noodles, and them legs start shaking like a grasshopper or something. Now at that point, you got 2 choices. You could make sure them last 2 sets and all them reps are strong. Even if you gotta drop the weight a little bit, just a little bit, right? They have to, each rep, it's like a commitment, bro. It's like a accountability thing. And then let's say you finish the set, every rep is tight, even if you had to drop the weight a little bit. That's a habit, bro. That's a habit. That same effort that you put in to finish that set and do every rep and make sure each rep count is the same thing you do when you go home. And you go home and you're like, all right, what am I doing on my phone, wasting time scrolling? Like, this shit don't count for nothing. So why would I do it? Then you start, how can I make each rep count? That's how I feel with all my decisions. I feel like I'm trying to make every rep count. It's that audacious mindset, the audacity not to do what you need to do. I don't know, bro. You build yourself every day. You create yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm using voice memos and notes heavy to track my progress and thoughts. That's good, bro. I've been using my notes on my phone a lot. You mentioned something about writing your own book or any progress on that. Or what will it be about me? Honestly, I'm writing my book in such a spontaneous way. Like, it's not like a everyday I'm touching the paper type thing. Like, a chapter might come to my mind, like, or a topic might come to my mind. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to address that, or I want to write that, or I want to elaborate on that. I already sneak peek some of the quotes I've been giving y'all, like die about it or live with it, or strong enough to have it all, too weak to take it. I just imagine in the book where I take moments of my life where I notice how important those quotes are and what they really mean on a deeper level, and just like, I don't know, bro. I'm. It's just like kind of like a long-term project. The way I'm seeing it. I'm going to be having a year off of school. I'm planning on working, etc. Got some advice or tips for planning. As early as you can figure out what you need out of this year, dog. Figure that shit out and like make it clear. I'm gonna give you an example. Now I started the instrument shit like last August, so I guess in a month it'll be 12 months or something, or like the end of August. So it's 10 months technically, right? Listen, bro. I couldn't imagine if I had did this during COVID. Yo, do we all remember the amount of excess of free time during COVID? Could you imagine having like something to do? Like mind you, I fortunately I was still in school in college, and that's when I got my PC. So I started streaming, and that eventually paid off towards the end of COVID. So but I'm telling you, it's so much more I could have did with my time though. Like I'm telling you, now I'm on some shit where I'm like not wasting time, not procrastinating. It's like I look back on just gaps of just wasted time, and I'm like, yo, I could have had so much more out of COVID. I don't regret how anything went because I am where I am now. But it's like, yo, chat, like, do y'all look back on y'all COVID and it's like, just be honest, like, did you really spend it the best way you could have? How much does pride play in game? Pride shouldn't be egotistical. Pride should just be like, I love what I do and I stand by it. You know, it makes me feel good that I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel really good about what I do. That's what pride should feel like. When that Mel post-game interview coming with Chris, I thought Mel got banned. Mel's still banned on Twitch right now. I think it was like a 2-week thing or something like that. But whole time it was supposed to be some bullshit. Like it wasn't even like a real thing. So I don't know. They be on some bullshit though. They be on some bullshit. But every ego is the enemy. I just ordered that book like a week and a half ago. Signs and questions you should ask to tell us she's a Treesh. You don't want to ask no questions, but the signs will be there. I'm gonna tell you one. First and foremost, I'm gonna say the more like blunt you are as a person, the more honest you are, the more honest like typically the other person is. Like let's say I'm like I'm not making it like a hidden thing, like I talk to other women or something like that. The 9 times out of 10, like, I'm gonna see like either she cares, she don't care, is she gonna try to be controlling or like shit that you give up. Pay attention to reactions you get from things that you do and things that you say. Pay attention to reaction. Also, pay attention to very subliminal behavior. Oftentimes, people slip. Like, they can't help it that every word that they choose is coming from their mind. So it's a hint at what they're thinking. You were saying something about subliminal. All right, this is what I'm about to say. And I was about to say something good, though. Listen, bro. People can't help it that when they talk, every word that they're choosing is coming from like either their subconscious or something that they feeling or something that they thinking that's on their mind. So every little word a person chooses tells you or gives you a hint or a clue of what they believe and how they feeling or what they thinking, even if they trying to hide it. Should I continue to forget a girl who cheated on me? Hell no. No, you can forgive her, but forget her too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You mean? Every time my girl broke up with me yesterday, I found out she was instantly cheating with dating apps. Any advice? A better reason to get over it. Maybe that'll help you get over it quicker. This girl I'm talking to blocked me 7 times because she thinks I'm talking to other girls. What should I do? Ignore her. Block her. Or It take a lot. It take a lot, honestly. I rarely ever have to block somebody, but it just that's the situation. Like, why she keep playing games, going back and forth? I wouldn't have time for that. I'll block her. I ain't gonna lie, I would block the shit out of her. Would you ever make an exception to double text? No. I have before. No. You got at the end of the day, bro. You gotta look at it like this. If a person wants to talk to you, they'll notice that they didn't respond or something like that, and then they'll reach out to you. Now, mind you, I've actually seen situations. I told you, I remember the situation, the girl was doing my hair, and she was talking about the current guy that she was dealing with. Like, he was chasing her in the beginning, like, double texting her, blowing her up, and all that. And then it ended up switching in the end. Like, she ended up being pressed about him. But I'm like, I would have never did that in the beginning. So I would have never made it past that. Like, I would not have like triple, quadruple this and called this and I would have never chased you like that. But I found it ironic that in the end it's reversed. Now she chasing him and he don't even care. Now he probably did that after he crashed. Yeah, child not trying to share. Child got y'all, bro. You know, she probably only made enough for me, but you know, I break off crumbs, I guess. People be knowing when they don't text back. Or listen, I said this on a John before, right? On a clip. And I was like, a woman may not respond or not call you back or fall back on purpose just to see how much you like her. I'm telling you, it's the subliminal, indirect shit, the games and all that kind of stuff. Whereas though, as you as a man, when you don't waste your time, when you don't bullshit, you let that go away. Then she saw it because then she got to like, oh hey, how are you? Like, oh he didn't text me, well he don't like me. Women are funny with stuff like that. Like sometimes like they feel like you got to be on a dick to like really mean something. But from my experience, bro, don't play into the games, bro. Do not play into the games because at the end of the day, you just gonna end up. Now you're like trying to validate and prove something instead of just being yourself. No, I want to show you. I want to prove to you I like you. Meanwhile, I'm not saying this if none of your actions back up you liking her. That's different. Like if you ain't doing nothing and then she fall back, like do he even want? Like that's a little different. Like but if y'all going on dates, y'all spending time, you're like, why are we playing this game?